Hello, everybody in chat.
Hi.
We're just going to sit here for a minute and stare at. We're going to stare at the awe that is Deb's completed top. She is just so proud of it. It is beautiful.
I'm trying to tip it up so you can see the top.
Absolutely gorgeous work.
There you go.
Gorgeous work.
This one,
Yay.
the top left and the top right are my two favorite blocks. And of course, you can't see the bottom. It's laying on the floor.
I showed it to hubby, and he likes the big blocks.
Yeah. Those were fun to make.
Yeah, he liked the big blocks. I showed it to him yesterday.
And they're all easy blocks. Even though some of them look really, really hard, they're not. Because if I can do this, anybody can do it.
Brenda, I know you're one happy mama. I'm going to let Deb greet everybody that decided to wake up so early and join us this morning. Some of us, not naming names, has been awake since 1:30 this morning. Not naming names.
Okay. Well, I can't go all the way back. It won't let me go all the way back in the chat, but I do know Melanie was the first. So good morning, Melanie, and Joydy, and Annette, and Cheryl.
Oh.
And then we have Joyce.
Good morning.
Joyce JK.
Good morning.
And Susan Munger. Hey, girl, look at what I did. Woo-hoo. Susan's always showing all her stuff off, so I have to really go. Oh, she's got to pick up her entries from the fair Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. Sandy.
Sandy.
I don't know why I always say your name like that. I always do. Sandy. Tasha. Hello, girl. And Morning Glory Lori's here.
Tasha is awake early. She is probably laying in bed, quietly hoping that the children do not stir.
And the dogs.
And the
Good morning, Dawn.
Good morning.
And Sherry's here. Dun, dun, dun. Brenda Foley is in the house.
She is.
Oh, I'm still scrolling.
You're getting compliments on your quilt. It's so bright and beautiful.
Oh, Tasha complimented you on your fancy intros.
Oh.
Good morning, Jim. And Zaza, hello. Misty, you made it. Misty went to Quilted Twins yesterday. She got pictures with Rachel, and she got pictures of Ken saying hi to me. Miss Banana Joe, Giovanna is here.
Good morning.
Oh, man, am I coming to the end or not?
Did we say good morning to Jim?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Good morning, Jim. I saw him playing shells.
Good morning, Christina. Oh, it's probably not morning for her, though, because she's across the pond.
Good morning, Christina.
Misty says, hi, everyone. whipping by. The
We
chat
like
is
we
going
like
really
whipping
fast.
by.
I gotta be getting close. Hello, Joe.
Good morning.
Melissa. Golly, girl, you're up early.
Good morning, Melissa.
Oh, Susan says I need to enter my quilt. I'd probably win. I don't know. Them people are kind of strict, you know.
Do you have quilt esteem too?
Yeah.
Do you have low quilt esteem?
Good morning, Elaine.
Good morning, Elaine.
Oh, yeah. See, it's afternoon for Christina. Well, good afternoon then, Missy.
Yes, Tasha. Lay in bed as long as they let you.
That's right. Okay,
There's
I'm
gonna,
caught up.
there's going to come a time in your life where you would like to lay in bed, and it's just not possible.
I was saying your body ain't gonna let you.
So this morning, when I woke up, I was watching Zaza because, I've been turning the tech off at 7 and or a little bit before 7 because I really need to give my brain a rest before I go to bed. So I was watching Zaza's, and if I love what Zaza is doing with her applique. It's not applique. Well, it's kind of applique with her collage piecing that she's doing and all the special stitches she's using. It's really pretty, and I love to just listen to her talk anyway. And then I watched somebody else that I watched Jane.
Yes.
I watched Jane's thing, and I feel so far behind because she is prepping for Dear Jane for
Yes. Getting
2026.
all of her fabrics together and her binders and
And I was thinking the whole time while I was watching her, I was thinking of Zaza because Jane is going to use all Tilda fabric. And
yes,
it
I
is
saw that. Uh-huh.
beautiful, beautiful Tilda fabric, just beautiful fabric. So I'm looking forward, but she is just so organized, and I'm thinking, well, mine is just going to go in, containers as
Yeah.
I'm through with it. Oh, and then I watched a little bit of William and Jess, and then something came on because I've been basting quilts since 2 o'clock this morning. My back is killing me. Um, I was watching something, and I think it was Downton Abbey, but it was a historical thing. It and it was just playing in the background. So, and then for all of you who may be wondering and who have not been on Discord yet this morning, I found nothing at that 65-mile yard sale a yard sale that they had going on in close to my neck of the woods. Nothing. They didn't even have a bathroom. Oh, wait. Melanie said, we Americans always say, I missed it. Hold on. I love the way others overseas talk, but they don't ever say, oh, I love to hear us Americans talk. Well, I don't think that's true. I think there's a lot of people overseas that love to hear how Southerners talk, and I love the way how New Yorkers and people from New Jersey and stuff speak. I love that broad accent that they have. So, but there's a lot of people who like to listen to Southern accents.
There ain't nobody wants to listen to Midwestern.
No, we don't wanna listen to you. Although
Mm,
sometimes I think you have some Canadian in you because you'll say when you say, um,
yeah.
it kinda has Canadian flair. Zaza said, "That's not true. Often say I love Lisa's accent." I do not think I have an accent. So, y'all, I don't think I have an accent. I think I've just accumulated speech patterns along the way, but I don't think I have an accent. Sometimes I'm Southern, sometimes when I get really mad, I have a Puerto Rican accent.
Lori says maybe we use too much slang.
It could be. It could be. I have a hard time listening to Danish people speak because, I have to, like, get my hook on phonics, but I have a difficult time with some of the words from how Danes speak. I love it. Yeah, I love the way Adam talks. He speaks well. I like Jane. I like anything that is UK. I like anything that, for the most part, European. I love to hear Australians speak. And I like to hear Asians speak. I like language, like listening to different inflections in how they pronounce things. And then I like to listen to my kids, my grandkids.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. I watched a little bit of Katie yesterday. I did not comment because I don't know what I was doing.
Hi,
Uh,
Donna.
I think it was yesterday. Is that when she has Chandra on? Was Chandra on Katie's yesterday? From Under the Needle?
I don't know.
You tell me. That's Hi, Shirley. That was the day so I don't remember if it was last night or what that I watched a little bit of it. And you were talking about your cutting board yesterday. So um, you were talking about your cutting board and fabric. And she was so sweet. She said she'd mail you some stuff. So that was nice. Zaza said Adam has a very southern. Oh, hi, Aunt Beck.
Hi,
My
Shirley.
So, anyway, I was going to say that I went on the 65-mile thing. There was one sewing machine that I saw, and I don't know what brand it was. It was not a Singer. The cabinet was worse for wear. There was no way you could, I don't think there was much of a way that you could repair the sewing machine with my skills.
Hi,
Somebody with
Fern.
Jim's, hi Fern, someone with Jim's skills probably would have. The I went into one antique store. The poor man told me to buy everything so he could retire. And I walked out with nothing. He said, "You told me you were going to buy me out." I said, "It looks like my home." I said, I said, "It looks like my house." So I turned around and the poor man. I said, "You'll get to retire." But there was absolutely no sewing supplies. There was nothing. There was no Legos. There was nothing. Nothing that I would be interested in purchasing. And we ended up driving something like 150 miles. So we went to this place, then we went to eat, and this restaurant that my husband and I used to love to eat at, it's a barbecue locally owned restaurant that we love to eat at. It was not good. And
Hi, Mona.
hi Mona, I got a chicken baked potato. A chicken baked potato. It had 5 pounds of shredded chicken on there. I had to push all the chicken aside just to be able to find the potato. And the chicken was very dry, very dry.
Zaza says that Norman has found another vintage machine for her.
Oh, really?
She's
That
never
you
heard of the make, but she thinks it's Eastern European.
I don't know. I didn't even take a picture of it. I was just disappointed. And Aunt Beck said that she's finding it too. I think with the onset of Facebook Marketplace and everything, a lot of the good stuff is now on Facebook Marketplace, and because I do not have Facebook, I'm just missing a whole bunch. My husband did not find a thing. Listen, they did not even have bathrooms. There were places where there were a whole bunch of it's like you would drive and then it's a two-lane highway and everybody's just stopped. So, you're at a nail going at a snail's pace, and then there's no bathrooms around. We went to a dollar store. They locked their doors and said the only way you could use their bathroom is to make a purchase. And so we had to make a purchase at the dollar store so I could go to the bathroom, so I could go to the restroom. And it was hot, y'all. It was so hot. And so it's kind of frustrating you spend all that time. It was a nice ride. Um, but all that time and find nothing because I'm not interested in shoes and things that I have in my own shed, things that I probably need to get rid of. So, but there was no porta potties or anything along the way, nothing. And places that would normally be open so that you could go to the restroom. Well, there was a church, and the church's restroom, they had a big old sign said free water and restrooms. But that was a ways. I mean, we had traveled an hour and 15 minutes by then before we got to this place. So I should have gone to the holiday market instead. That happened at the same time. Beck said we had trouble finding restrooms in May when we did a back road trip in Tennessee. Yeah, finding the restrooms, and a lot of these stores do not have public restrooms, which you think they would, but they don't. Fern, I heard there's a lot of you expecting snow. We're
Not
supposed to
me.
we are supposed to get down to 23 degrees tomorrow, and the highs are supposed to be in the 40s. No, we're in the south here. We're just in November. We're still supposed to be wearing shorts and tank tops and swatting flies and everything else. We're Joy T. Lisa, is this the same yard sale that was on the TV show years ago, LP Flea Market Flip? Um, in in our state, there is a 100-mile yard sale, and that is west of me. This was south of me. I didn't go to the one that was west of me. We're talking about snow. Yeah, it's gonna be cold. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
Michigan's still snowing, Annette says. Shirley says we did get snow here last night. I
Did
can't
you?
see out. It's still dark.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to turn my heater on. Normally, my heater does not go on until December, when you have those cold snaps. But it's the weirdest thing. It's supposed to last 3 days and then it's gonna be up in the 70s again.
Mm.
And we're all gonna be walking around with pneumonia. Oh, and The only purchase I've made that has been delivered. Oh, and let me tell you, if y'all haven't watched Annette's live that Annette made the other morning where she showed us her stash, that I have now decided that I'm going to buy fabric. I need to catch up with Annette. I need to buy the fabric. I need to have my retirement stash all ready to go. Um, but I bought this batting. It is 100% batting from on Amazon, and it's plantational natural cotton. And I don't know, but actually I used it today while I was.
Oh, and that says she has to catch up with Nikki.
I didn't see Nikki's stash. Did Nikki post a video?
Well, I know she has a big stash. Well,
Well, I need to catch up.
I talked to her more, and
well, I need to catch up because I thought I had a lot of fabric, but apparently I don't. So I need to catch up today and tomorrow with a high of 38. I don't know what happened to fall. Fern, when we were driving.
Giovanna says yes, Nikki did.
Oh, I'll have to look for it. I don't.
I'll have to look again. I probably saw it, but it was stuff I've already seen. I got a sneak peek.
Yeah, I'll have to look, because YouTube sometimes is funny, and sometimes I don't get my notifications. I'll get notifications from like 5 days ago. It's like I don't understand. I don't understand. Nikki, yes, Nikki picked some gorgeous fabric, and Nikki buys from every place. She buys from Etsy a lot, and she has a good eye. I don't always have a good eye for fabric, but I'm kind of I'm different, I guess. I'm different. I think I like modern quilting. I think that's the category I would fall in. Is I like modern quilts. So I think y'all tell me because I don't know.
I don't know. Some of you guys can just look at fabric and you know who designed it and everything. I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't.
I have no conception of that. Except Lori Holt. I can probably pick out Lori Holt.
There's a few people that I can pick out, and then there are a few people that I say that they copy other fabric designers. You know what I'm saying? It's like it looks like it could be a brand, but then when you look at it, it's not that brand, but it's the same style, saturation of colors and everything else.
Annette has another big box to open. It came yesterday.
Oh, Joyce said, my biggest problem is figuring out what fabric to put with what pattern. It's like I'm colorblind.
Yeah, I got the same problem.
So this is how I figured things, is that I put colors together that I enjoy. The colors that I like. And if you don't like it, you don't have to like it.
Well, I'm not too much of a pink person.
Mm-hmm.
I did tea cakes in afternoon tea. Yeah, I used afternoon tea on that. I love the colors, and they're pinks and light greens.
I might have to get, Tula's Gray Works line. Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
think
one's pretty too.
that's I because I'm not a big Tula fan. I mean, Tula, it's an I like it, but it's not my go-to, but that gray line is really, really pretty. And I can't remember who it was that said they got, and it might have been on Discord, so I'm not gonna say any names, but they bought a boat of each.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember
Yeah,
where.
so I'm not saying names, but they bought like a boat of it. I think it's that gray line is really pretty.
No, Joyce, I never did. I did not succumb to the pressure.
Yes, Salsa got a half yard bundle of Gray Works. It's really, really pretty. I like Tula's smaller prints. I don't, and I think that is my problem is I'm not a very big print person. I don't like a lot of big prints because I don't know what to do with it. And a bolt makes a quilt back. I don't know what to do with big, big prints. Oh, Flicky Chicky said it on your live? Okay. That's right. That's right, Zaza. I knew I seen it somewhere but I wasn't gonna repeat anything from Discord. Um,
Good morning,
because
Brian.
good morning. I'm looking down here. How are you doing, Brian?
Brian was in Zaza's last night.
Yeah, I heard Zaza greet him when I was watching the replay. And what else?
Brenda says, my daughter recommended I not buy any more Tula. I have 4 big project boxes full, not to mention small whips.
Yes, and or when you fussy cut it, but it's just not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm strange, I guess. I'm just one of those strange people. I'm a strange quilter. No, actually, I just figure I quilt what I want or sew what I want, and that's it. That's why I don't buy too many patterns.
I have I have some Lori Holt, but it's when it came in a sew sampler. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing with Tula. That's the only way I have Tula. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a huge fan of Tula.
It some of her things are okay. Some of them, and it's like anything else because there's a lot of people that do not like Lori Holt. They just don't like that type of fabric, and that's fine. There's enough fabric out there for everybody, but I really do like that Gray Works. I really love that
Yeah, I
Gray Works.
like that one too.
And I think
Misty said,
Quilted Twins she is supposed to be putting a bundle together for it,
yeah.
half yard bundle, and I might get it from Quilted Twins.
Misty says, I just got my Tula. 2 yards of colors and 1 yard of each animal. And I'm already trying to figure out what I want for floral wreath. She needs to slow down a bit.
Hmm. Yeah. So what else is going on? I have to finish all my quilts. Regina, if you watch this later, this portion is just for you. The Moxie George is going to get used this week. If only you had that Moxie. If only you had that Moxie.
Good
Um,
morning, Nikki. Were your ears burning? We were talking about you.
we were, but yeah, I'm going to get everything quilted this week. Everything that I have because at one point I didn't have any tops and now I have 7 tops that I have to quilt and they're all getting completed this week. I am going to go into 2026 ready for Dear Jane and ready for Jane Austen to do. I'm going to get ready. See, you like, Brian, you like that gray works line too. I think it's really pretty. And I think the color placement on the gray works line is perfect. It's just enough color. You know what I'm saying? It's just enough color on that gray. So, that's really pretty.
Good morning, Jess.
Good morning, Jess. I'm watching the chat from Talk Studio, and it's behind what is on my phone. It's slower.
Yeah, everything is usually slower than my phone.
Nikki was having a weird dream. Do tell us about it.
Nikki, was I in it? Oh my God.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, and let me see if I can decipher your dream for you. Joe is working on 2026 too. She is sprinted past 2025. She is in 2026. She is using up all her Christmas and holiday scraps. She put out a short. And y'all, if you want to see the cutest, if you have not seen Melissa Makes Quilts little short on her bike ride with her turkey quilt.
Oh, it's cute.
It is so cute.
I kept expecting E.T. to show up.
Well, that's the first thing that I thought of was, where's E.T.? E.T.'s going to poke through there.
You can tell how old we are. Dang.
That was cute. Jess said that she needs to finish some tops too. I am going to have all my tops and done. And then throughout 2026, I am just going to make small NICU or children's size quilts to break things up. And so that way George has something to play with. Melissa's Elliot. Elliot. Joe shows are fantastic. She does. She makes good shorts. Yes, you're sprinting onto 2026, Joe.
Joy says, Lisa, why do I not believe that?
Believe what?
That you're not going to do any other big projects.
I probably will not. And it kind of hit me when I was watching Jane's video, her video this morning, when she said that there is 500 and something pieces to Dear Jane.
5,000 and something.
Is it 5,000? Did she say 5,000?
There was
there's a lot of pieces.
244 blocks.
Yeah, there are
5,000 and some pieces.
Okay, so how many blocks?
I think she said 244.
So I have to get on the ball. I'm going to have to organize it. Oh, so did Nikki tell us what the dream was? Let me go back because Mona said something. There was a wasp in it and little kittens. I was trying to save the kittens. Was that her dream?
Yep, that's her dream.
Ooh.
Mona says, I'm still in 2024.
Zaza
said that somebody's already ready for 2027.
And Sandy
too organized.
I want to get in December, I want to get Jane Austen prepped and ready to go. And I want to get Dear Jane prepped and ready to go. So in December, I will probably be spending a lot of time cutting fabric and organizing that because I want to do that.
Look at Joyce. She says, last night must have been the night of bad dreams because I dreamed I was dealing drugs and got arrested.
Listen, don't tell us what you do for your nighttime job. Don't tell us. Good morning, June.
Aunt Beck says, some of my projects are still from the 90s.
I do not like carrying over projects, and I like to finish the tops I started. I like to have them fully quilted, put away, and never worry about them until it comes time to donate them. Then I just pull them out.
Good morning, Miss June.
Morning, June. Oh, so
I don't usually let you see my door.
I'd show you my door. I had to because I'm sitting on the back side of my room again, because I've got one of George's wings out. I haven't opened up George's other wing yet. So, and I don't know if I am going to be working on that in Discord today. I don't know if I will be
I'll be cleaning my machine.
free.
Once I got that done, I got to clean my machine.
Well, Lisa is stuck up against the wall at the moment because when I use George, I have to push some of my furniture further on the other wall. Joyce said, Lisa, I started this log cabin blogs last night. Not too crazy about the fabric. So let me tell you, I made a log cabin block. I'm not a very good strip piecer. I don't like doing log cabin blocks and stuff. I have made them. And one of them that I made, and I think it's like 40 by 40, that I was so over it. I quilted it up. I was so over it. I use it as a doormat for the dogs. When the dogs come inside, they have to wipe their feet on my poor quilt. Oh, I have a quilt top of my wedding dress and my daughter's maid of honor dress. It needs to be quilted. That must be pretty. Fern, you need to show me a picture. Joe, she just powered through it. So yeah, I need to get some quilting done. I've got my grandson's quilt and it is huge, but that's just the dinosaur panel. So I have to get that done. He has a birthday coming up, but that's not a birthday present. It's just I was able to get well, my granddaughter took a quilt. I made another quilt for my oldest grandson, and I need to catch my youngest grandson up and make sure he gets it. And then they will not get a quilt in 2026. They're just not going to get a quilt. Mona's saying your quilt looks beautiful on the wall.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than the picture I posted in Discord.
The picture in Discord was fine. I was able to show it
Yeah,
too.
but my husband used to be 6'2". He said he got measured at the doctor's office and he's only 6 foot now. But he had trouble holding that quilt up so I could take a picture. He was stretched as far as he could this way and this way.
Why didn't you lay it
And
on your
still
why
couldn't
didn't
see the sides.
you could have laid
or
it
the
on your
bottom.
bed? You could have laid it on your bed and taken
Well,
a picture.
eventually I will.
Yeah.
Because I
My-
told him, I said, this one is big enough it might fit our bed, at least the top of it.
How big
It's
how
the
big
king
is it?
size.
How big is it?
Well, the book says 80 and a half by 100 and a half.
Because the quilt
I haven't measured it yet.
the quilt I made, my husband's quilt that I made, I think that came out to 98. I had to piece a little bit at the back and I used a 108. But it barely goes over my bed. there's only like a little, you know, over my bed. I think it was 90 something by 103, 104. And so I had to piece a little bit on it because I didn't have enough for the 2 inch, the 3 inches I need when I'm quilting. And that portion got cut off, but Nikki said it's a huge quilt.
It is.
It's going to be
And
really
my
pretty.
husband says it's very, very heavy too.
Are you
And
going to
it's not quilted yet.
Are you going to send it to Lynn, or are you going
I
to
don't
quilt
know.
that on your cutie?
I don't know. Shirley.
Are you going to have Shirley quilt it for you?
I was going to ask her.
Oh, Shirley, go ahead and quilt it. Just tell her it's going to be about $200. $200. It will cost you $200. It's so big.
Nikki got hers done. Was it Nikki? For 130. I was shocked.
Her strawberry?
I think. I'm not sure. All of my conversations are in text, and I can't remember who said it or where they said it at.
I know. I have to be very careful because I do not want to.
Shirley says what?
I have to be very careful so I don't tell secrets, that I don't repeat secrets. So
I know.
I just don't repeat a lot of things. I'll let you all tell on yourselves.
Zaza says that's because of all the small pieces, Deb.
Regina, good morning. I was just speaking of you, and I'm going to do it again since I see you in the chat. If only you had that moxie. George is getting ready to play this week. If only you had that moxie. I was watching her short this morning too, where she says, if only I had my moxie. And then she had her video that she did with her cross quilt. And she was talking about a moxie.
Yeah. Susan Munger is asking if I'm going to add borders. Well, the pattern does not call for borders. The dark blue right there, that is the binding. And the pattern just has binding on it, no borders.
I love quilts that do not have borders. And that's just me. I like just the binding to finish the quilt. Because then it seems like it goes on forever. Thank you, Susan. But yeah, I like quilts that do not have borders. I like them both ways, but I like quilts that.
No, Nikki still doesn't have her strawberry quilt back yet.
Oh.
I don't know who said it then. Somebody was saying that they spent $130 on it. And I thought, geez, that's a really good price.
Mona says she loves all quilts. I love all quilts too. I like looking at the really old ones. There is one. There's a quilt that I saw at a reenactment that I really want to make.
Susan Munger loves your illusion quilt.
Thank you. Shirley says, so what you're saying is I need to come over and play on your cutie.
Zaza says, Deb, I think Shirley is saying no.
Shirley.
Oh, Regina says it's already a big quilt. No borders necessary.
Yeah, I think it's whatever you want. Whatever you feel is that you want.
Yeah, Shirley, you can come play on my cutie.
And just kind of pack a bag and stay around because Deb has a pile of tops that require quilting. Nikki, it will get done eventually. The top was pretty.
Oh, Regina says that somebody won a Moxie last night on So Yeah.
I didn't watch, so yeah, last night. I saw that they were doing their drawing giveaway, but
Oh, Shirley says she just might come over and play on the cutie.
you should. Maybe she can work if you have any issues, she'd be able to work it out for you.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Shirley. Go do that.
I gotta finish cleaning off the cutie first. You know, it was my catch-all while I was working on this.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time I finished a block, because you have to make at least two of each one of the big ones, the 24-inch and the 16-inch. And then I think there was three or four of the 8-inch ones. And then there was like 12 of the T-Rose ones, the little bitty ones. And there was lots of the leaves and the sprigs. The sprigs are way over there. There they are. There's the sprigs.
Uh, Poor Regina. Fern says she has 4 quilt tops that need quilted. I think I have 7. And y'all know, Regina was sick about the Moxie. You know what, Regina, and I saw the picture of the Moxie that you put up in your video, which I think is the same as George. It's the sit down one, the Moxie ST. But sometimes I think that I would also like a one on a frame. Sometimes I think I want 2, you know, um, one that with automation. But in order for me to do that, I would really need to do customer quilting to be able to afford it, to be able to pay it off. Because I don't quilt that fast. I don't make that many tops. I do it wouldn't pay for itself. You know what I'm saying? I would have to make like a quilt a week to make it pay for itself.
Susan Munger says she'd like to make a Civil War quilt, but the reproduction Civil War fabrics seem really dark to her.
But they have light colors. I was looking at the quilts when I went to a reenactment thing and when I went to a Civil War museum, and they use a lot of, I guess it's creams to lighten out the dark parts. Nikki says she has 4 quilts. Y'all could go to Deb's house and Shirley can come and just quilt. Y'all can have like a quilting, a cutie party.
Well, they could all play with the cutie.
Yeah.
See if they want something like that.
Yes. Yes. Melanie said she ended up buying a mid-arm to use on her cutie frame. Oh, you don't like, Susan, you don't like, well, that's good to know. Because one of the things I love, and I'm not very good at free motion quilting, is the Baptist fan. And I would have to practice, but for that I would have to mark my quilt so I could go ahead and find the points and quilt on the points following the pattern. So, but I love the Baptist fan.
Fern, I'm in Iowa. I'm not too far from Indiana. There's only one state between us.
Salsa, who am I gonna quilt them and get more time on George? What am I quilting? I told you I have low quilt esteem, so
Oh, she's saying you can quote mine.
Oh,
Oh,
Reg-
Regina's asking if you use rulers.
so Regina, with the table, I find it difficult to use rulers on the sit down because you have to, since it's all free motion and you're not, you have to push it. You have to push it and hold it and drag it. So I have a harder time with rulers on it. And I do not like the templates where you quilt within it and then turn it and then quilt because you're still holding it down. So I prefer, when I talk about free motion, I just prefer to free motion my quilts. Just free motion it. And then I eyeball it. I am thinking about getting a laser for George. And when I talk about laser, I'm talking about going to Lowe's or someplace and getting a laser that I'm going to put on George to help with keeping in line from one point to one point for straight line quilting, or going to that other place, that sells even cheaper stuff. Regina said she never used rulers. Rulers slows me down, and rulers frustrate me on a sit down. I do not know how I would like it on a frame. I would say that I would enjoy it. I like trying new things. Yes, she did. I watched hers. Zaza said, I think rulers are difficult unless you have a long arm. So I have a lot of rulers that I bought from everybody, from Angela Walters and stuff. My problem is that they're very small, and I haven't figured out how to position it so that the lines align correctly. And that's why I said I would have to put markings. I would have to put markings on it. Mona doesn't like the ruler base on the cutie.
Yeah, Melanie says it takes a lot of space on the cutie.
Interesting. Well, if I ever get a frame, and if I ever get a frame, and that's a couple years down the line. But if I ever get a frame, then I'm gonna get at least a 22-inch.
Nikki says, I think I can do E's and L's on a top, but that's it.
Um,
Oh, Nikki says Sean does nice ruler work.
mm-hmm. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Joyce is funny. Oh, oh, quilting videos do not do very well for the most part. You really have to like quilting, or you have to like ASMR. But quilting videos, just somebody quilting, unless you do like short snippets, but quilting videos, because even some of the people that I watch who quilt, their views are, when they're doing their quilts, when they're actually doing their quilting, are a lot lower than the rest of their content and their big channels. I didn't like the motion on the stand-up frame machine when I was at the festival. You didn't? So I used the stand-up, and this was after I bought George. It was like 2 weeks after I bought George. Hi, Sean. It was after I bought George that I did the stand up, it would hurt my back, Regina, if I had to do it for a long period of time. However, I would consider if there was an automation part of it. Although Susan said that um, I would need to use the pantographs. So I don't know.
Good morning, Sean. Look what I did.
Yeah, Shauna, we're going to be ending here soon because Sean and Katie go on at 8 today. Don't isn't today? I think I was watching Sean's weekend review or something, and wasn't he saying that he was on with Katie today at 8 o'clock, working on those star things? What he and Katie are working on? So
Katie says yes at 8.
yeah, we'll probably have to wrap it up so that way you can head on over to. I always forget what days. Sorry, Katie. What days they're doing it. Susan said you can do free motion on long arm, but since I got automation, I use that instead.
Nikki says she hurt her neck doing flying geese.
I saw that, Nikki. You know, that was stress. That was stress. You were like this, hunched up. Please come out correctly. Please come out correctly. I'm not very good at flying geese either.
I'm not either. For this quilt here, I had to use, well, I was having trouble because I was pinning them all and everything. And then Jim and Zaza said, Deb, use glue stick. So then I tried the glue stick, and it was really good until I couldn't follow the line.
I just like free motion quilting. That's it. That's my love, and I don't think I don't want any. How can I say it to be nice? I do not quilt to make money. I quilt to give my money away. I invest in other people's jobs. So if I'm going to quilt or sew, I'm going to make what I like. I'm going to quilt the way I like, and I will admire everybody else's quilts and say they are beautiful. But in the end, I'm just going to do me. That's all I can do is just do me.
June has a Viking mid-arm.
Yeah, well, mine is George is 18, so I'd like to get at least a 22. They're bigger now, so I'd like to get a bigger one. Regina does Eleanor Burns. A lot of people do. And I have flying geese rulers. I've done it all. And there's just some things that I don't know. I guess I don't spend enough time to perfect it.
Oh, Shirley says free motion is great until your shoulders start hurting.
True.
Well, let me tell you, free motion for me on the domestic, the one over here, it only takes me like 2 minutes. And my shoulders hurt, and my arms hurt, and my thumbs hurt. So I don't do that either.
So I think, Donna's cooking pintos today. Sounds good. Put some ham hock in there. So I don't think it bothers me because I'm on my computer all day. I'm constantly on the computer. I'm constantly.
Mona says Donna's going for gas today.
Something's got to keep her warm if she gets snow up in our area.
Oh, Zaza says free motion hurts her ribs.
It probably would for some people. Yes, you have to be relaxed when quilting.
Fern says she's always hand quilted. Arthritis may be ending that for her, though.
Oh, I don't hand quilt. I cannot hand quilt, but I can push fabric. So y'all, I know we're going to cut this short, but I'm going to let you go and hang out with Katie and Sean. I'll let you hang out there. I'm going to lurk on Katie and watch them. So that way I can cook and get ready. We will be in Discord at 9:30.
June, Shirley says it snowed last night. I haven't looked outside. It just started getting light here. So
We didn't have any snow. We didn't have any snow. But y'all go over there, lurk, get you some breakfast, chat, or whatever. If you're not doing anything, if you're not going to church or doing anything else and you want to hang out, we will be at Discord in my Sunday Sew room. If you would like to be on Discord and sew with us, email me and I will send you that Discord link.
Yeah, come on Discord and watch me clean my machine.
I don't know. I do not know if I will be free motion quilting or if I'm just going to be doing a little loom knitting on my little I don't know. But you all have a good day. We will talk to you later. We'll see
Y'all
you in
take care now.
Discord and we will see you in the chats today. Y'all be blessed. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.